खत्म आगे वाला देख गाड़ी देखो गए गाड़ी छोड़
One year ago, this road in Kalyani Nagar turned into a crime scene. A Porsche, a minor behind the wheel, and 2 lives lost forever. This week, the Juvenile Justice Board has delivered its order. The killer will face no trial as an adult. This was the moment it began. A Porsche, glossy unregistered, crashes into a bike. Ashwini and Anish die on spot. And the driver was an inebriated 17-year-old son of a prominent Pune realtor.
खत्म आगे वाला देख
Earlier that night, this was the scene inside the club. Whiskey bottles, celebration, and a bar bill that ran up to rupees 48,000. Then the crash, tires screech, metal shatters. 2 bodies on road, crowd gathers, the accused offers money to bystanders. Eyewitness say he tried to run.
ये एयरपोर्ट रोड लगता है, कल्याणी नगर के हम हिस्से पे खड़े हैं और उनको आगे पीछे से 160 की स्पीड से उन्होंने उड़ाया है और वो जो लड़की पीछे बैठी थी उनको कम से कम 15 से 20 फीट ऊपर उड़ के 10 से 15 मीटर दूर जाके गिरी और ऑन द स्पॉट उसकी जान गई है और लड़के की भी ऑन द स्पॉट जान गई है.
But what followed didn't look like justice. It looked like a well-scripted Bollywood-style cover-up plot. The Bollywood sample was swapped. Urine test never took place, and the reports came hours later when the alcohol was likely long gone. The police version too kept changing. From one day to the next, the timeline of the blood sample shifted. First, it was a few hours.
The Pune police allows an MLA to walk into a police station and have 2 blood samples taken when the Chota Rajan's partner's grandson goes and kills 2 people under the influence of alcohol, driving a 2 crore car at 240 kilometers an hour. How do you expect people to have any faith in the system, sir? Sir, I will look at the process, Mr. Kumar. I will look at the process. Sir, I will look at the process. Sir, your stand is not vindicated. Your stand is not vindicated. This is a powerful... Sir, absolutely not. Sir, it is a rich family. Sir, it is a super rich family of Pune which is trying to push its way through.
Then it became nearly a full working day.
चूंकि ये सेंसिटिव केस था, एज अ मैटर ऑफ एबंडेंट प्रिकॉशन ब्लड सैंपल बदली तो नहीं गई. इसको एश्योर करने के लिए, इसको श्योरिटी के साथ वो करने के लिए शाम को इस आरोपी का एक और ब्लड सैंपल लिया गया था और दोनों सैंपल्स फोरेंसिक डिपार्टमेंट को भेजे गए हैं ताकि वो फर्स्ट सैंपल और सेकंड सैंपल एक ही डीएनए का, एक ही व्यक्ति का है, इसको निश्चित करने के लिए ये कार्रवाई की गई थी.
And then came a shocking revelation that the sample were reportedly swapped.
आणि आमची फोरेन्सिकला आग्रह आहे की जे फर्स्ट सॅम्पलचे जे डीएनए आहे की जे सेकंड सॅम्पलचे डीएनए आहे ते सेम आहे की नाही, जेणेकरून ते ब्लड सॅम्पल आरोपी जुवेनाईलचेच आहे ही खात्री करण्याची दृष्टिकोनातून ही सर्व प्रकरण फोरेन्सिककडे पाठवण्यात आलेले आहे. ते रिपोर्ट आता सध्या अप्राप्त आहे. पूर्ण हे प्रक्रिया डीएनए इत्यादी करण्यामध्ये जे वेळ लागत आहे ते आम्ही एक्सपेडाइट करण्याची प्रयत्नात आहोत.
Doctors were arrested. There were charges of sample swapping, fake DNA entries. CCTV footage from outside the accused's house disappeared. One cover-up after another. This is the same doctor who was recommended by NCP MLA Sunil Tingre in a letter written to the Education Minister Hassan Mushrif to be appointed as Chief Medical Officer of Sassoon Hospital. Politicians stepped in. Ajit Pawar called the commissioner. MLA Sunil Tingre also visited the police station. Questions were raised on who was protecting whom.
मी सीपींना वरचेवर फोन करत असतो काही ना काही कामाच्या निमित्तानं. या केसमध्ये मी सीपींना फोन केलेला नाही, कारण माझं सीपींचं केस झाली किंवा त्याच्यानंतर मी होतो कुठं मी सीपींना सांगितलेलं नाही. मी सीपींना सांगितलं असतं तर मी बोललो असतो ना की मी सीपींना फोन.
The boy was allegedly treated to pizza and biryani in police custody. Even the story of who was driving the car kept shifting. First, there was no mention of a driver in either FIR, only the minor. But then the driver appears, not in the FIR, but in court. And just a day later, the underworld-linked grandfather drops a twist. And then the police commissioner revealed that someone tried to switch the driver. Within 72 hours, there were 4 different versions. One by the father, one by the driver, one by the grandfather, and one by the police chief. Then came the most shocking revelation of all. The accused grandfather, Surendra Agarwal, faces the allegation of threatening the family driver, Gangaram, and coercing him into taking the entire blame for the crash. While all this was happening, the prime accused was already out on bail. 15 hours. That's all it took for the Juvenile Justice Board to grant bail. Police had asked for custody. They wanted him in an observation home. They said he must be tried as an adult, but the Juvenile Justice Board said a no. The bail was granted with conditions. 2 bright lives lost, and this was justice. An essay, a presentation, a promise. Public anger grew. The bail sparked nationwide outrage. Pune police challenged the bail. The district court sent it back to the JJB. On May 22nd, the JJB changed course. The minor was sent to an observation home. But his aunt moved the court, and the Bombay High Court ruled the remand illegal. They called it their bounden duty to follow the law. Today, a year later, the decision stands. As per the Juvenile Justice Board's judgment delivered on 15 July 2025, the accused will not be tried as an adult. The case will remain under the Juvenile Act. The families say justice was never the same for them. Ashwini's father, Anish's uncle, their voices haven't changed. Now, 5 are in jail. Doctors, middlemen, even his own father. But the one behind the wheel, the one who crashed into 2 lives at 200 kilometers per hour, he's out because the law calls him a child. 1 year later, justice still feels far away. For the 2 families, time froze that night, but for the accused, life went on with therapy, pizza, and privilege. Turns out, justice bends when the last name is big enough.